Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be a lot closer to wheeling your V3 or your RoadRunner Pro. Who knows? So let's get straight into it. All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today, you see, we're outside, and recently I posted a video of me doing a wheelie on the V3, and a bunch of you guys started asking for a tutorial, started asking for how I was doing it, what were the, what setups, changes, or what I was doing to the bike. So pretty much today we're gonna be going over all of those things. Let's get straight into it. There's a couple of things we gotta talk about and a few disclaimers. Number one, this thing needs to have a full battery. If it doesn't have a full battery or your battery is really old, the front isn't coming up. Point blank, period. Number two, mode 3, rear motor only. So on your display, you're gonna make sure you're on mode 3 because you need as much torque and as much speed as possible, and it's gotta be rear motor only. You will not wheelie if you try using two motors. Forked preload. Don't run any preload, don't run any stiffness. You don't want to be fighting any suspension. You want everything to open and close as fast and as quick as possible, because also when it snaps out, that front is going to lift up, help you just get up off the ground just that much more. So no stiffness, no preload, at least for me. When you are wheeling, I know that you're not supposed to sit up here. That's exactly where you're going to sit when you're wheeling. This little hump right here, that's exactly where you're sitting when you're wheeling. You want to be as much as you can over this rear wheel. We're fighting with power here, all right? We don't have that much power, so we got to use as much balance and everything to our advantage to try to keep that front end up. So you're going to be sitting back here. Tire pressure, I recommend running about 27-30 or 25-30, around there. A little bit softer in the rear. Make sure it has a little bit of compression, not too much, just a little bit of compression. Brakes, basically here's the rule. If you can't lock up the rear with one finger, then they're not safe to ride. You cannot wheelie if you can't lock up that rear with one finger. And last but not least, one of the most important things, if you know anything about the RoadRunner, you know about the frames. Voro Motors does not recommend it. A lot of people don't recommend it. If you're doing it for fun and you're okay with potentially maybe snapping your frame or getting hurt, be safe. And without further ado, guys, let's go wheelie. Before you get comfortable popping wheelies all the way up, you gotta kind of get comfortable with the weight of the bike. So two of the things that I did to start out was, first, you compress your forks, and when you compress at the same time that they're kind of popping out, you want to just give a quick blip of the throttle. So compress, blip the throttle, and you want to just get it to stand up, right? And get real comfortable doing that with your V3. And something that I always tell people is try to not pop it up like that. Try to pop it back. So when you're popping it, try to pull it back towards you. The next big thing is gonna be feeling that balance point without you being on the bike yet. So once you feel comfortable doing that, you should be able to walk the bike on its balance point. Now, this balance point is high. This is not going to be your balance point when you're wheeling, but this is just kind of teaching you that you shouldn't be fighting the weight of the bike. The weight of the bike is kind of, it's doing its own thing. Those are the first two things that I would say you guys get used to. Pop it up, catch it, bring it back down, and then pop it up and walk it. Once you guys get comfortable doing those two things, we can move on to the next step. This is not going to be how you fully pop your V3 up. With one foot on the ground and one foot on a peg, like I said before, you're not pulling up, you're pulling back. The way that I would get comfortable with this is I would pop up and then brake right at this point. So it's a little bit hard to see. I'll try to slow it down for you guys, but basically I just pop it up, get it there, let it come right back down. That's already kind of teaching my body what the balance point is gonna feel. So again, I pop it up, give it a quick break right when I feel like I'm gonna loop. And I recommend doing this stationary and wearing something like a chest protector or the good old taping up a pillow on your back, because you might fall. Your brain has started to understand where the balance point, what the balance point feels like, right? So when you're all the way up here and you know you've got one foot or the other foot, and you can like kind of start messing around, you start feeling what the balance point feels like and start getting comfortable in this position. Loosen up your arms, loosen up your hips, just kind of relax, sit here, watch TV for a little bit. This is honestly what I've done, and this is what's helped me. So get comfortable with that, because now comes the hard part, which is the actual lift with 2 feet up and now you're riding. This is the hardest part. If you're riding a V3 and you try to just yank it up, the V3 doesn't have just enough raw power to just throw the back wheel forward. So what you need to do is, when you're riding, your hips are gonna do one of these. Okay? And when you throw your hips back, throw them down into the seat hard. So it kind of almost looks like that, right? And at the same time that I'm doing that, I am pulling back with my arms, back, not up, back with my arms. And that creates, so pretty much when I'm going fast, when I speed it up, this is what it looks like. Give it a quick one, compress, and then I'm up. Now, get comfortable doing what I just did there, where I pop it up and then I just hit barely hit the balance point and come back down. Just get comfortable. Bring it up, back down. But that's pretty much how you're gonna get comfortable. Just get to that balance point, get back, tip. And you're not gonna get it pretty every time with the lift. Throw the hips back, throw the arms nice and straight, and just land it. So keep the arms nice and straight, nice even lift, and you just bring it right back down. It's really simple, it's not that hard. Now that you've officially are able to hold the bike up and bring the bike back down, bring it up, bring it back down consistently whenever you want. Now comes the actual feathering of the brake. One more, nope. Now that you understand the feathering of the brake, you pretty much have everything now that you need to wheelie. At first, you might be able to just pop it up and then bring it back down and keep practicing. As time goes on, you'll feel more comfortable in that balance point. The biggest piece to remember is you gotta take your time to pull back. All right, y'all, so now that y'all got the idea on how to wheelie, pretty much I would love to see you guys show me your V3 videos and how you guys are making any kind of mods or adjustments or tweaks to, you know, better wheelie it. This is, you know, this was just a very baseline explanation.